Hello there, my name is Chineye Obi, and today we'll be discussing or talking about Kegel exercise. In this video, we'll be able to talk about what Kegel exercise is, how to do Kegel exercise, the benefits of Kegel exercises, and how often should you do Kegel exercises. So stay with me. Yes, Kegel exercises are actually exercises of the pelvic floor muscles. Pelvic floor are actually your down, the below here, your waist region. Yes, these are exercises that actually help strengthen these muscles over time to improve both our sexual life and also prevent incontinence. So let's say, what are the benefits of this exercise, Kegel exercises? Yes, number one, for men and women, there are actually benefits that both men and women get from having to do Kegel exercises. So it is not restricted to only women folks this time around, in as much as women tend to benefit also because of the stress that they go through during childbirth. Because in the course of childbirth, during labor or during delivery, women have a lot of stretching going on in the pelvic floor muscles, and over time, if not exercise appropriately, they may tend to lose the strength of these muscles of the pelvic floor. So one of the importance of Kegel exercises is, number one, it helps relieve or ease of incontinence. What is incontinence? Incontinence is actually the leaking of urine. We find out that most times this actually is common with women after childbirth. You find out that you don't get to be able to hold back urine anymore. You have this urgency of urination, just at the point when you feel like urinating, you find that you are already passing out some of this urine. That is incontinence. But when you start the practice of the Kegel exercise, it helps over time to strengthen your muscles, and thereby you are able to hold back your urine. So number one, it helps with incontinence, it relieves incontinence. That is number one example. Then number two, it also reduces organ prolapse. Yes, during labor, women tend to strain so much while labor, and most times due to multiple births, there could be something called organ prolapse, which usually what is common with this is the uterus, that's the womb of the woman, prolapsing, that's falling down into the vagina. This is actually it's a condition that is common with women, but if Kegel exercises help to tighten up the pelvic floor muscles so that you are not prone or predisposed to having an organ prolapse. So then number three thing, the importance for women, it helps to tighten the vagina and also improve the intensity of an orgasm. Yes, it tightens the vagina because we get to hear so many myths about using so many substances and drugs or something just to enable to tighten the vagina after childbirth. Most of these things are unhealthy to the body and are actually scam. They are not true. But with Kegel exercise, which is actually a normal way, a normal process, over time you find out that it actually helps you to tighten up your vagina after the stretch that has occurred in the course of delivery. And also the intensity of orgasm is improved, yes, during your sex life, because when you have your pelvic floor muscles tightened already, it heightens the intensity of your orgasm. Then let us know, for men, it actually helps to also improve premature ejaculations in men. Yes, because when you're able to tighten your pelvic floor muscles, it also helps you to control premature ejaculation. Thereby you're able to have the squeeze and hold technique whereby you hold back your time of ejaculation, and that way you have a prolonged or normal ejaculation time. That is that for men. Then also the research has also noted that over time, having Kegel exercises in men tend to improve erectile dysfunction. Yes, it helps to improve erectile dysfunction, in that when you keep strengthening or working on this muscles, the pelvic floor muscles, via the Kegel exercises, those muscles are strengthened back again, and they are in their strength and tenacity is improved, thereby you working up or relieving or alleviating the erectile dysfunction which you are experiencing as a man. So we see that this is not only for women, it actually has its benefits for both men and women. So I encourage you to partake or practice your Kegel exercise. So now let's discuss how do we do this. Where is this muscles located? How do we locate these muscles to actually exercise them? Imagine that you're trying to urinate, or no, not imagine, when you're trying to pee, urinate, or you're trying to hold a fart, or you're actually trying to pass a gas, and probably you're in public and you're trying to hold back the gas so that you don't embarrass yourself in public. You know that muscle that help you to hold back urine, like when you start to urinate and you tend to hold it again to stop urine. Pick or note that muscle that helps you to stop urinating, that muscle that actually helps you not to hold back gas in public. That muscle in particular, it's what is known as the pelvic floor muscle. That is a muscle that is targeted. So when you're trying to hold back urine, you find that muscle is what you tighten, and over time when you hold it back, try and count up to 3. Like when you're urinating, try to count up to 3. At first, if it's your first time doing this, it actually will be pretty difficult for you, but you know what they say about practice makes perfect. So over time, when you keep doing it, it becomes easy that you can do it anywhere, anytime, anywhere. Like with whatever you're doing, it doesn't have to be a particular time. You can actually do it while walking or jumping or something. Then you hold back that muscle, count up to 3. 1, 2, 3, and you release it. Try and do this about 10 times. Like for starters, when you're able to do this for 10 times, then over time you repeat this 10 times for 10 different sets, making it 30. So you keep improving by the day. At least by the end of each day, when you've mastered the act of holding or exercising these muscles, you should be able to do about 30 to 50 times of your Kegel exercises every day. Remember what they also say, that too much of everything is bad. Do not overwork these muscles because you're trying to do your Kegel exercise or you need results immediately. Ensure that 30 to 50 reps per day is fine for starters, even after you've mastered it. Because when you overwork these muscles, they tend to lose their advantage, or they tend to lose their job. That is what they say, that too much of everything is bad. So ensure you note this muscle and hold back and release at intervals. Make sure you do this 10 times for 3 sets or 10 times for 5 sets in the course of the whole day. Then how often should you do this? This should be done every day. It doesn't cost anything. It doesn't deter you from doing your day-to-day activities. Ensure you do this every day, and with time you get effects of this. How soon should you get results? Remember that you should not overwork. Do not be hard on yourself. Results differ in persons and different individuals. For some people, results will be pretty fast or pretty evident in a few weeks, while for some other people it might take several weeks and maybe a month or 2 or 3, depending. But just be consistent and diligent with doing this, and that way you get to see results. And also, it's also advised that also during sexual activity you can still practice your Kegel exercise. It actually helps your spouse or your man to get an intense orgasm too, especially for the women folk. So this is to encourage you to do your Kegel exercises and be consistent with it. Remember the benefits that were listed about it: helping to ease incontinence, relieving incontinence in women, and also relieving erectile dysfunction or premature ejaculation in men. Another thing it does is tightening the vaginal muscles and also increasing the intensity of orgasm in women. It also reduces the events of organ prolapse in women also. So I encourage you, with these advantages, I am pretty sure you would actually want to try it. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Yes, stay happy and creative. Happy place. And if you find this video helpful, do well to like and click on the subscribe button if you've not done that yet, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Leave a comment on the comment section and tell me how you were able to do while practicing your Kegel exercise. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.